Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a soft, glowy, glam look using my Mario palette. I'll be using my new Violet Boss glitter I just got today, finally. And first I'm going to be doing my eyes and then my face. So first I'll be priming my eyes with some Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I know people don't like to use, they don't use primers for the eyelids, but I like it because it's smoother and not chunky. So just applying that all over, and then be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer to get rid of that discoloration that I have going on with my vein. The color Porcelain, it's like probably one of the lightest ones. So I'll just be putting that on. Technique sponge. Then it is wet, like a wet base, so I do set it with just any white powder you have. And I just used mine out of this Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, and I just get this shade right here. I'm just using my Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just going to be setting that in place so there won't be no creasing or anything on your eyelids, and it can blend your eyeshadow so much smoother and better. And as you can tell, it's like just a blank canvas, so you don't have to worry about your little veins popping up or anything. And I do my eyebrows after I do my foundation, my whole face. That's the last thing I do because I don't like powder or anything to get onto my eyebrows and it looks so messed up and muddy, so that's why I do it very last. So first, for my transition color, I'm going to be using Lula out of the Mario palette, which is this. It's like a taupey light brown shade. And I'll be using my Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number, it's just a flat, fluffy brush. So I'll just be applying that to my brush, tapping off, and just starting in my crease. I don't know what kind of eyes I have. If y'all know what kind of eyes I have, I don't know if I have hooded eyes or what, because I have to go a little above my crease just so it can look more, like, because you can't see my eyelid that good like I want to. So if y'all know, y'all can tell me what kind of eyelids I have, because I don't know. So yes, I'm just applying that all over. And I'm not using tape today because I'm not really trying to go too insane in the membrane. So I'll just be cleaning it up later when I'm done with this. I'll just be applying it to the other eye. I like this one needs a little bit more. All the way up, almost, not to my eyebrow, but almost there. Just to give it a smooth transition, because I just think it looks better when your eyes look more bigger and open. I just blend it all out. So yeah. Then I'll be going in with this. It's like a soft burnt, and the color Isabelle. That's the name. It's this one right here. I'll be going directly into my crease using my Morphe M330 brush. It's like kind of, this one's a little bit more longer and more flimsier, I think, and this one's a little bit more stiff and tapered. So I'll just be going into the color Isabelle and then going directly into my crease just to make it a little bit more defined. I'm not going to bring it out too much because I'll be applying a darker color in just a second. blending that out with Lula. That way there's no harsh ending or line to it. So I'm going to do it to the other eye now. This one's palette, and I'm in love with it. Like, as soon as I got it, I used it every single day, different looks. It's so versatile, just like this one. This one, you can do so many looks. That's what I really love about these palettes. They have their cool tones, their warm tones, like their shimmers, their metallics. I love it. Just love it. So, yes, and then I'm going back in with that other brush I was using before just to blend it all together. I'm not going to apply more, just blending it all together so it can look very seamlessly. Now I'll be using Violeta, that color. It's like a very browny color, that one right there. And I'll be using this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name either. It's just like that, just to pack in that color right in my outer V. So I'll be taking that right there, and then blend inward and downward, and then get a little bit more, and just really pack it on the outer V. With the remainder, just drag in and out. It looks very messy right now because you haven't cleaned it up, but this is what I was kind of going for, and I'll be taking my blending brush again just to blend it all out. So, I'm going to do it to the other eye, and then taking the brush again and blending it all out. It's a lot of blending, it's very time consuming, so you just have to be very patient. Then I'll be going back in with my Morphe M330 and going back in with that color Isabel, and just going in again just to bring that color back. Then I'll be taking a really fluffy brush that actually came with the Anastasia palette. I really like these because it came in my other Modern Renaissance as well, and it's like a very fluffy brush, but it's very it's not too flimsy, so yeah. And I'm just going to take that Lula color, that taupe color, and just go back up here, going back in with my other Morphe blending brush, just blending it. And I am keeping it more towards the outside of my eye instead of going so much inward, because I'll be putting a different color there. So, I really been wanting to use this color Kim by Kim Kardashian, like that one right there, but it's not going to go with the glitter, so I'll be using Fifth Avenue today, which is this one. So I'm going to put a little more of concealer down on my eye so it can give it a nicer finish. I'm just applying some onto my hand because it comes out like very, like just plops it on. And I'll be using it's a cream eyeshadow brush. I don't know where it's from, but I've been using this forever. But it looks like this. And I'll just be putting that onto my lid where I didn't put any eyeshadow on. So, just going to be, and I am taking it all the way to my tear duct, putting it down there, and then just blending it out right there. But yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect because nothing's perfect, okay? So I'm taking my M330 brush that I used for the Isabel color just to blend out the concealer from the crease, so it won't be so messy and harsh. But yeah, like that. And going back in and just blending everything out. Okay. Now I'll be using, this is a e.l.f. brush. I love to apply eyeshadow because it just gets it right on there. It doesn't waste the product. It's a e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush. But it looks like this. And then I'll be going into Fifth Avenue and just applying that to where I put the concealer. Then I'll be taking that M330 brush and just blending it in within my crease. It's not going to be like a cut crease or anything today. It's very subtle. So yeah, just going back in, fixing it. Okay, I'm gonna do it to the other eye now. It really doesn't have to be perfect because I'm putting glitter on top of it anyway. So glitter fixes anything, I'm telling you. And yeah, I'm gonna go back in with my that Morphe brush that I used for that dark color for my outer V in Violetta. And then I'm gonna be putting that out, just packing the color on again because it kind of lost its color. Not too much, just barely any. And then blending it out again. It's a lot of blending, guys, so okay. So I'm done for, oh no, I need to put the glitter first, because if I do it, the glitter after my foundation is gonna get everywhere and messy. So I'm getting my NYX glitter primer. I really like it. I've never tried anything else, so I really want to try the Too Faced glitter glue, but this is all I have right now, so that's what I want to use. And you don't, like, it's so full, I've had it forever, and you just need a little bit. And then that's it, like that. And I'm going to take some of my lips so it won't dry when I put it on. So I'm going to take some of the color Sandy from Violet Voss. I just got these in like 10 minutes ago. And just apply it to the lid. Dump it on the lid so I can pack it on. I've been wanting to use this so long. Okay, now I'll be applying the glue to my eyelid, just where I put that color Fifth Avenue, just all over. And then I'm going to clean my brush a little, and then just going into the cap where the glitter is at, like that, and packing it onto my lid. I'm taking some more glue just to make it a little bit more sticky, and getting some more glitter. So yeah, maybe you can see it. Barely. Let me get my hand. So that's what it looks like so far. Okay, so I'm just going to do my other eye. So yeah, that's what it looks like so far. So now I'm gonna start by cleaning this up, and then with my face, because I do my eyeliner, my eyelashes, my eyebrows all last. Just the eyeshadow, which is messy, first. So I'll be taking a baby wipe and just cleaning all this mess. And I wear nails like 24/7 every day, so I just like to take it and then clean up my eyeshadow very nicely. Nothing too crazy. And if you still have glitter on your face, you don't have to take it off. I mean, you're gonna put foundation on anyway, but I like to sometimes just because, and I get tape, just sticky tape, and then take it off like that. And now to my face. Today I'm just gonna be using, I'm not going to color correct or anything, just foundation. But first I need a primer. So I have very dry skin, if you know me. So I like to use, I don't know how I feel about this. I've had it for like, I don't know, 3 months, 2 months. And it's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I don't know if this has been making me break out, or I don't know, because I don't get pimples, and I've been getting some. I don't know where it's from, but I feel like it's this, but it just makes my skin look flawless. So I like to use this combo right here, the Becca Backlight Primer, and then of course my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, just to set my primer. So I'm just going to apply some, making sure my hands aren't dirty or anything. Just clean. I'm just going to apply this. I do a pump and a half. And then get it warmed up a little like you would use your foundation. And then apply, apply, apply. And blend it into your skin. I already moisturized before this. I took a shower, moisturized, so that's already on. And I use the Mario moisturizer, if you're wondering. I use a lot of moisturizers, but today I used the Care Moisturizer. It's for dry, sensitive skin. If you're interested, I've had this for a while, and I'm like barely right there. Let's see. So I'm just going to blend this all out. See, it makes you look very shiny, and shiny in a good way. And then I'm just going to be applying this to the primer. So, oh crap, that was the other way around. I'll just let that dry. Okay, so now I'll be starting in with my foundation. It's the Fiona Styles Luminous Finish foundation in the color 05. You can barely see it, but anyway. I already cleaned my hand off, so I'll just be pumping this onto my hand, and then just warming it up on my hand. I heard this is good to do, so I learned a lot by watching Michael Flinch on YouTube. Like within a week, he taught me so much that I didn't even know. And I'll get into that when I start contouring and bronzing. So I'll just be applying this all over my face. Oh, got it on my eyeshadow. So as soon as you're done applying that, I'm not using a brush. I haven't been using the brush in a while. I've been using my little Real Techniques sponge just to blend it all out. I think it looks so much smoother. And I just blend down my neck. And into my hairline. I think this is why I do my eyebrows last. And when that's blended, I'm going to go in with my Naked Skin Concealer in the color Light Warm. That's what that looks like. And I'll be placing this where underneath my eye, all throughout Okay, sorry, somebody was calling me. I don't know who. And I'll just be applying it to my other eye. And when I get calls on my iPad, which I am recording on at the moment. And I get calls on there, so it just stops the video. I'll be applying it on my chin, my forehead, down my nose, and I make these 2 little lines. And then right here, and right there. And since I won't be using cream contour, I like to do this when I'm using powder. So, just makes it look sharper, because I got fat cheeks. Then I'll just be blending that in as well. I'm going to take my concealer brush, if I can find it. I'll just be taking my concealer brush just to really clean up over here. Yeah, I won't mess up my eyeshadow. And I'll mess it up anyway. And this is why I like to do my eyeshadow last. But when you use glitter, it's not so easy. My hair. And all the methods I'm going to be doing today, I learned from Michael Flinch on YouTube. And it's my first time doing it this way, like with this order. So, bear with me. And Michael is just 20 years old. I think he's 19 or 20. He's my age and he's freaking amazing. Like, come on now. But he is my favorite at the moment on YouTube. And so I'll be using my contour palette from Too Faced just to set my under eye. I'll be using that same shade I used to set my eyeshadow. I mean my eyelid. So, just be, and I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush as well. It's really good to set your under eye because, like me, I crease like crazy everywhere. And so it's just good to set, like right here, my smile line, I crease up so bad. And on my forehead, like right here, like when I make that face, you can see it. You would want to set it with some powder, either translucent or this setting powder I have in here. Just to, but yeah, okay. Then I'll be taking my, so like I said, I'm doing it in his order that he does it. Not using exactly what he uses, but I'm just trying it this way. Maybe I like it better. So that's why you watch YouTube, to see how other people do it, and maybe you like it too, right? I'm mixing this. Sorry, I need to fix my eyeshadow. It's bugging me. Okay, so I'm going to be taking my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation powder. It's in the color Sandalwood 15. And I'll be using, I do have so many brushes to set my powder, but this is my favorite. It's my powder brush by Real Techniques, just to be setting it. If you have a favorite powder brush, y'all can always let me know. So I'll just be, this is how he does it, just packs it on. So I'm just going to try that. Because if you can take off all that foundation and concealer. So, my nose. And if you like to just wear powder, I would really recommend this to anybody. It works so good, like very good coverage. If you're like wanting more coverage too, you can use this like I'm using it. I used liquid and this for very full coverage. And I did down my neck just to match, because this is actually my color of my other skin. So, I'm placing that on my forehead. And then he bronzes. So, I was doing that wrong. I was contouring first and then bronze. No, he bronzes first. So, I'll be taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, is that how I think it says, how you pronounce it, and then it in the color Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I do not like shimmer bronzers, like no bueno. Then I use my Morphe M16 brush, like that, just to bronze my face. So, as you can see, I went pan on this. Then, just be applying this. He says the more powder, the better the powder will blend. So, like I put that foundation powder, and now this is blending so good. As you can see, it looks so different on camera than it does in person. But and then when I put my contour on, it's gonna look even better. And I'm just gonna be placing this on my 5 head, as so. Then around my jaw. Oh, my hand's doing this weird thing. Just like, but yeah, that looks very nice actually. I like. Okay, now I'll be contouring with that same Too Faced palette for the bronzing. So I'm going to be using to contour with. I like to contour with this one so much. This is my Real Techniques contouring brush. Real Techniques is a very, very good brand, and it's inexpensive. Of course, I got mine at Ulta, and I love them. So I have a mixture of Real Techniques and Morphe over here, but this is my favorite contouring brush, like right now at the moment. So I'm just going to be sculpting out my cheekbones. I'm mixing these two shades together, dark cocoa and medium cocoa. This is a cool tone and this is a medium tone, and I just can't make up my mind ever, so yeah. And then just sculpt it out. And I saw this girl, I don't know where, I think it was on YouTube or Instagram, and I saw that how the way she contoured, and I loved it. And she contours her, like where you usually highlight this area, she contours it like that, just barely, not going all the way up, just barely. So I'll be doing that instead of down there. So like that, just down. But yeah, like that. Then to contour my nose, I don't need to contour my nose that much, but just to not look so blank, I put the same colors I used to contour with. I used the M208 brush. It looks like that. I'm not even sure what this brush is meant for, so that's what I use it for. Just to give it some shape and color and blend it all out like that. I'm an expert at contouring, especially noses, like come on now. I really don't need to. I have a really tiny nose, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm just putting some highlighter because it, like, the bronzer just takes away that little bit of whiteness that I got going on. So I'm just applying that with that setting brush just down the bridge, just to get the color back where I want it. And then I'm taking a little bit more with that same brush I contoured my nose with and applying it in between my cupid's bow. This little indentation, it makes your lips look a little bit plumpier. So that's what I love. So yeah, just like that. And don't go crazy on it, just like that. That's what I need. I'm going back in with my contouring brush and just blending this all throughout on my nose. And now moving on to blush. I'm going to use this peachy one, my Too Faced. It's any color Sparkling Bellini Perfect Blush. It looks like that. So I'll be applying that with an angled brush. It's the Morphe M104. I've been using angled brushes. I usually just use like a flat brush, like something like this, to apply my blush with, but I've been loving this, so that's what I'm using. And so I'm just applying. It's very glittery too, so yeah. So I got the apples of my cheeks, so I need to make that face. Like, I don't like to smile, but yeah. Just, you don't need too much, and just swipe it back and blend it together. So I'm gonna get my bronzing brush that I have. I didn't put any more. I'm just gonna blend this out. Okay. Now to really clean up my contour and bronzing and all that, I'm going to be using my, where is it at? Where is it? My baby Airspun. This is my Airspun loose face powder, and I don't really want to tell anybody where I get it from because every time I go, we're always out because I've been telling everybody, but oh well. This is my translucent extra coverage powder, and it's called Airspun. You can get it at Walgreens and like CVS and stuff like that. I always get mine at Walgreens. So yes, I'm just gonna be applying it to the lid, and then to set my under eye, I'm gonna be using my sponge and just coating that. And like that, that's what I do first. All of the way up. So I want my face to look sculpted and freaking contoured. So yeah, and then I'll be applying, to clean up my contour down here, I'll be using this Morphe brush. It looks like that. Very, you really get in there and chisel it out. I know a lot of people like to use this for contouring. I won't be doing that. So I just stamp it on just to clean it up. And my smile line. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit just to clean up the bottom where my jaw's at. So, yeah. And I'll be putting a little bit on my forehead using this Morphe M105 brush just to set up here. Not to pack it on or bake, just to set it as so. Okay, while you're letting that bake, I'll be using my Mario palette again to put some eyeshadow underneath these eyes. So I'm just clearing this up. So I'm going back in with my Mario palette, and I'll be using the Lula shade, that taupe color, just to, you're going to do the same thing that you do on top, kind of. So I'll be using my Morphe M222 brush. It looks like this. And I'll just be applying a generous amount and going in on my lower lash line. Excuse my faces, I'm sorry. I feel like that's all I really want right there. I don't think I'm going to add anything else, just this color. Yeah, I like that because I'm going to be putting eyeliner on anyway, so yeah. Oh, it's in my eye. Okay, now that's all I'm going to do for the underneath the eye. And then I'm going to put on some, I don't really like eyeliners and like right here, my waterline. I don't really use it, but for this look I want to use it. I'll be using this Rimmel London Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. I'm almost out and I kind of want to go get another one because I really like the stay on it and the wear and how it applies so dark and black. And you can always just like smudge it out. So, yeah. I'm just gonna, it comes with like this little brush to apply it with, so I'm just dipping in there of what I have left. Just scraping it off, and then applying it to my water lash line. So, like that. And doing it to the other one. Like that. See? Okay. Now I'm going to do, I don't want to put a wing liner today, I already know that, but I need something for my lashes. So I'm going to put just a thin, very thin line of Palladio liquid eyeliner in the color black, and then I'm going to be just smudging it out a little bit just to make it look a little bit more glamorous. So I'm just going to find the brush I'm going to use. Okay. So I'm just going to apply that to my line, where my eyelashes at. So, okay, like that, and then I'm going to take this liner brush. It's Morphe S6 brush, it looks like that, just to smudge it up a little bit, like that. Then I'll just be doing it to the other eye as well. So now very carefully smudging it out. Really. And when you make a mistake, there's a little Q-tips where you can just clean that up. And voila. Okay. Today's just not my day. And now I'll be doing my brows. So let's get started on that. So I'm gonna just brush through them with this Morphe M221 brush. It looks like that. Just to really comb through each individual one. And there you go. Okay. So, as always, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Pomade in the color Dark Brown. And I'll be using an Anastasia brush. It has a spoolie at the end and a little angled, I don't know, detailer. So now I'm just gonna go in, and I always get some of my pomade, and I always do this. I don't know if I'm like the only one, but I do that just to get a good amount onto my brush, like that, and then just sculpt out my brow. So I always start with the tail. It's really hard to talk at the same time, so. So, yep. And just outline it first and then fill it in. Then I'll just be filling it in. And I just have to brush through it again, and that's it. And on to the next one. And then brushing through, and then cleaning up. Then I'm going to be concealing my underneath my eyebrows as well. Just a tad. A little bit. So I'll be using that concealer by LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Porcelain, the one I used for my eyelid. Just like that. And then I'll be going in with my Morphe M113 brush, which looks like this, just to be cleaning it up. Then I'll just be using my fingers just to blend it in and out. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of touching up on my eyeshadow. So just going in with Lula just to touch it up while I have my translucent powder on. So if there's any fallout, it'll catch it. So yeah, now that's done with, I'm going to dust off this bakage and just twisting it off. Then next I'm going to go ahead and apply my highlight, but first I'm going to spray my face with some MAC Fix Plus so it can stick a little better. So yeah, time for a new bottle. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit and then quickly apply my highlights. So today I'm going to use my Anastasia Glow Kit. It's the Ultimate Glow. It's the new one, and it came out. It's so messy because it's so freaking glittery, and it's pretty chunky. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that. Like, I don't like it like too much glitter on my face, but this one's like subtle at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm just gonna clean it up as best as I can. So yeah, I love the packaging it came in. I love the packaging. It came like this with a mirror. Like, come on now. Come on. It looks so pretty. I like looking in this mirror. And I'll be applying my highlight today with this Morphe M310 brush, the fan brush, and I'll just be putting in white sand today, which is this pretty color right here. It's gold, really gold and champagne-y. So I'll just be applying that to my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, ever so slightly. I'm like barely touching my nose, and like that. Then on my cupid's bow, and on my chin a little, and a little on my forehead. Now I'll be taking my Morphe M431 brush, it looks like that, to apply in my inner corner. And I'll be using Snow, which is this white color right here, just to apply right here in my inner corner. I think I'm going to apply some of that gold too. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the white sand that I used for my cheekbones, just a little bit more. But yeah, like that. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Snow to go in on my, underneath my eyebrow. Just a little. Okay. Now, time for some lashes. Oh, I hate putting on my eyelashes. So first I'm going to be applying some mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. And yeah, I'll just be coating my lashes ever so slightly, just so it won't look so white from all the powder and foundation and all that. So I'm just going to apply some. I'll do the lower lash at the end of this, so. Okay. Now I'll be using my Ardell lashes in the style 213. These are my favorite. They're already used them once or twice, but this is what they are looking like. So yeah, they're my favorites. And I'll be applying that with some glue, of course. This is the Duo Glue in dark. I believe it's black, so dark black. I don't know. And it comes like in a liner like this. I love it because it's just easier than a tube. And if you mess up, you just go and put some in, and you have a blowout. So I'm just going to be applying quite a bit to my lashes. And I like to use these little tweezers. I've never used tweezers until like recently I found my tweezers. And these are like for eyelashes. And then this part is to like really go in there and press it down. I've always used my fingers, always, but now I use these. Just makes life easier. Now I'll just be letting that dry and get tacky. I always get so nervous when I'm putting on eyelashes. And this, when this comes in handy, you just like place it on there like that. And that's it. Okay, now I'm going to do the other one. So they're put on, my lashes are set. Now I just need to coat them one more time. I'm going to do the bottom ones first, that way I don't get any mascara on my eyeshadow. So I'll just be coating my bottom lashes, then coating the top ones just so they can stick together. And now on to the lips, and then we're finished, finally. Now, I don't know what color I kind of want to use. I kind of want to use like a pinky color. So I'm going to be using Back Talk in the Urban Decay Vice collection. I don't have a lip liner for this color, but oh well. But first, I'm going to be applying some Maracuja oil to my lips so they can be nice and soft. Just like that. Like that. I'm just going to take my sponge just to blend out from the oil. It doesn't hurt your makeup. It makes it actually look very dewy and pretty. But yeah. Okay, now I'll be going in with this lipstick. And I'm not going for a real matte shade today, just very creamy. So this is what it looks like. Like that. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to apply that. And there's that. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. And if you want me to make more, just let me know. And like this video down here. And subscribe, please. Thank you.
I say your name, but you're not around.